It's 3 a.m. in Gaza City, about an hour away in Rafah along the Egypt border. Communications with 3 men trapped for days in a collapsed tunnel have gone silent. Relatives have called Al Jazeera, pleading for help.
There are about 60 or so relatives that have gathered at this tunnel. They've been trying to reach the Egyptians on the other side to see if they can help by perhaps digging them out. They believe they are closer to the Egyptian side than they are on the Palestinian side.
By the time we get down to the site of the collapsed tunnel, local residents had dug a 10-meter crater deep into the ground to rescue the workers without any success. They now want Egyptian authorities to get involved on their side. We were unable to get the Egyptian government to do anything, Abu Jihad tells me. We have tried to send in digging cranes, but have been prevented from doing that. For days, the 3 men trapped in the collapsed tunnel were alive, surviving on milk and air being pumped through a pipe that runs the length of the tunnel. Relatives were in regular communication with the workers, but have not heard from them for nearly 24 hours, raising fears that the workers may have died. Either they start digging or we will breach the border and dig for our children, and the Egyptian government will bear the responsibility for what happens next, this man tells me. One way or the other, we will get our children out, either dead or alive, he says. The sad reality for many of the workers trapped in these tunnels is that they don't survive. Since 2007, when Israel began and tightened a stifling blockade on Gaza, nearly 130 people have died in accidents ranging from suffocation to electrocutions to tunnel collapse. Despite the risks of collapse and Israeli airstrikes, tunnel smuggling has become a multi-million-dollar industry, employing thousands of Gazan workers and giving the besieged territory access to much-needed goods. If there was another job that would bring in less money, we would do it, but there isn't. The workers have to do this against their will because there's no other way to earn a living, NASSER tells me. Back on the Egyptian side, a crane begins digging in search of the 3 men. And this is the man who made it happen. Believed to be one of Gaza's largest tunnel operators, his identity concealed. Locals here simply know him as the Mouse. As the nighttime gives way to daylight, a new hope arises. Word from the Egyptian diggers is that they have discovered the tunnel where the trapped men are believed to be. But it would be hours before the unconscious men would be rescued alive from the tunnels that have proven to be a lifeline for Gaza and a death trap for those who work in them. Ayman, Mohyeldin, Al Jazeera, Rafah.